Yeah, let's go. Yeah. We came a long way. That's what the song say. And I could do all things.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Buccaneers and the Bengals, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, you look at our quarterback matchup in this ball game, that's where the focus naturally gravitates, and I think we have a fairly interesting one here. Tom Brady of the Bucs, Joe Burrow of the Bengals.
And I think that each quarterback wants to play this game with a faster tempo. They want to get the plays in quickly, get in and out of the huddle quickly, take just a few seconds at the line of scrimmage and survey the defense, and then attack. And I think that we'll see both offenses try to do that in this one.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a play fake. Brady. And this one is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Brady. He gets this one to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Fournette running right, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. Johnson's got it complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Brady going to throw. Again, it's Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
And behind the chains, 2nd and 13. They'll run it here with Bernard. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Succop will put this one right through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Delayed game. Offense.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready?
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Burrow on play action. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. Brady now on 1st down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. That's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Brady. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Now Brady. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now Burrow on first down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Ready?
They will throw on first down with Burrow. To Mixon on the check down.
Personal foul. This is roughing the snap.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw here. Airing one out for Boyd. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Brady. Again for Evans. This time he's got him. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Brady. Johnson's got it complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
It was the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Brady now on 1st down. He completes it to Evans. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a carry for Bernard. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. A gain of 6 there on first. Here's a give to Fournette. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. A handoff to Fournette.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Brady to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. The return man, Wilson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that
time?
Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow will throw. Open man is Uzama. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking sideline, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. McPherson's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3rd drives the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They begin with a run by Fournette, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down, back to Fournette. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On the screen, Bernard. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screen play is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And here we go again with Tom Brady and Tampa's offense. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. On first down, Brady gets it to his running back, Bernard. That catch good for only a couple.
Here comes the boom! I see you, boy! I see you!
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
2nd and 8 coming up. Brady now to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Brady now on 1st down. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Second and 6. Now Brady again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. He connected on his first, this from 41. Succop's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Wilson now on the return.
That's it, baby.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Bucs. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, great grab by Chase. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Burrow going to throw again. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown Bengals. Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And he's able to find Miller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. Oh, look at the juke. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Delay of game, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still second down.
Now Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Brady looking middle. It's caught by Gronkowski.
Last stop! Last stop!
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run with Fournette. Fournette, a 1st down, still going. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Fournette on the toss to the right. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals, because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Fournette, touchdown, Buccaneers.
Come on, let's go!
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point try now for Suckup. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now it's Wilson. And he returns this to the 22.
Come on, fellas.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow dumps it off to Mixon, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up a throw. Now Burrow loses the football.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Let's go.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Throwing to start the drive. Brady, he's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another 1st down there.
On 1st down, Bernard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Brady now to throw. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Let's go.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Brady now on 1st down. And this is caught by Evans. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Brady. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. Airing this one out for Evans. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. On play action, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. The return man, Wilson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And out now, here come the Bengals. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, They want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Delayed game.
So that one will be accepted.
Still second down.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. After the penalty, it's Fournette. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Now Bernard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. To throw, it's Brady. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Trey Hendrickson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They run the counter. Bernard. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. And Succop will put this one right through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzoma. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzoma. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow over the middle. He finds Higgins.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here we go. 180. 11.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Fournette running right, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. They'll run it again with Fournette. Got some real estate inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Leonard Fournette, for a big back, he can cover a lot of ground, and he showed off the athleticism there as he broke off a big one. Extra point put through by Succop, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Wilson now on the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Back to throw. Got a man open. It's Chase. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. On the run, it's Fournette. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Second down and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Succop's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Suckett for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. On the delay, it's Mixon. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the 38, Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here we go. Right, 80.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Fournette, a 1st down, still going. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. 125 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.